So awesome. You guys, it was such a good month, October. I just want to thank you guys. We had 17 enrollments in my team. That is huge. Morgan takes the cake with 7 enrollments. So
It's awesome, Morgan.
she's
I
an
know she's not here, but she'll watch it.
Yeah, she will. I'm really proud of her. Carolina was a huge support to her. So it was a team effort, and there's 2 Carolinas on the call now. So congratulations to both Carolinas. I don't know if she can hear me right now, but Carolina, we're proud of you.
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, okay. You're going in and out. I wasn't sure if you were actually there. So good job on that, you guys. Morgan had her launch week. She did her classes, and I know that she had a lot of follow-ups afterwards. Like, she just put in 2 additional enrollments last night. So she was another one working down to the wire. I mean, you girls are inspiring. Martha, 4 enrollments.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah. I'm excited. And Martha also hit executive. So another, I'm so proud of this team, you guys. You're freaking killing it. I could cry. Cheryl, 3 enrollments.
After not having any from whenever.
I know. It's like you had to break the seal. Now it's the floodgates will open.
Exactly. I hope
awesome.
so.
And one party too, right? All in
I
one
know.
party.
Yeah.
I
know. There was 4 people and I did 3 enrollments. I wish the 4th one would have done it, but she's not ready.
That's okay. We're going to talk a little bit about utilizing those people who didn't do everything we wanted them to do. They're still a good part of your business. And Carolina, you had 1 enrollment, and that's fantastic. I love it. So good job, ladies. I'm so pleased with October. And I just wanted to preface this chat with November is the biggest volume month of the year. We are given so many promotions and different abilities to grow our volume in this month that it's like, this is your time to shine. So I really, I'm looking forward to what we can all accomplish this month. And we're going to be looking at your numbers individually. I know I met with some of you already today, and just dream big, because this is the month when it happens. And I've got goosebumps. I know it's just the first of the month, but like, this is going to be a big month. I'm super pumped. Continuing education schedule is, as you see here. We do still have new builder call on Monday nights, and then Tuesday nights, the Essential Oil 101 and Health and Income class. This is something that you can also just teach on your own. You do not have to rely on the group. And I think it's better if you are teaching it on your own anyway. Let's go into present mode. I always like to reiterate this. We want to be focusing about 80 to 90% of our time in the IEP, and not worrying too much about prepare. You want to do like 10 to 20% in prepare until you also have a team to support, and that's also going to take up some of your time. So this can happen. This happens with me too. I get very caught up in support, and I forget to focus on enrollments and the things that I need to do to continue to have my business moving forward. And we all get stuck in this trap because we want to help other people grow, but always keeping your eye on the fact that you're also running a business as well. And that's the best way to lead by example. You don't want to put your business on the back burner, because that's exactly what your downline is going to do as well. Everything in this business is duplication, whether we want it to be duplicated or not. Don't use just any promo. Let's talk about the promos. Think about what is important to your business right now. Is it important for you to get new volume? Is it important for you to increase your loyalty rewards program participant percentage? That's a mouthful. LRP participation. You want to pick and choose what promotions you're sharing with people with intention. So we're going to talk to people who are already enrolled about Laurel Leaf. Talking to somebody who doesn't have an account yet about Laurel Leaf, it's going to be lost on them. Laurel Leaf isn't in any of the enrollment kits, and it's not a great strategy to be sharing that with, your 101 participants. So keeping the laurel leaf conversation for people who are either on LRP already, or if you need to educate them about how to get on LRP. Because again, you get that for free when you order 125 PV in your LRP before the 15th. Douglas fir, this is also when we have these like percentage off promotions, this is another place where I'm more so wanting to talk to people that already have accounts about these promotions, because again, it's not in the starter kits and it's not one of those like top 10 or top 15 or even 20 oils that are like foundational for swapping out healthcare products, personal care products. Although this is one of my favorite oils. Douglas fir smells so good. If you haven't experienced it, this is obviously a good time to get it in your LRP, but it's my favorite of the fir trees. So if you know that you already really like firs, this one's so yummy. It's like sweeter than the other ones. I don't know, it's just my favorite. So laurel leaf and Douglas fir, I noticed kind of a little bit of a trend with these. While they both smell amazing, sometimes we have oils that don't smell amazing, and that's okay because the health benefits are there. Yes, these smell awesome. They're great for the holiday season, but also they are both awesome for respiratory support. So that is something that you can focus on with these. Not only are you making your house smell incredible for the holiday season, you're getting all those holiday feels with the Douglas fir oil, but you're also supporting your respiratory health. These are expectorants. These are anti-inflammatory oils. These are oils that are super great in fighting free radicals. So these two are just like a win-win. And they're going to complement each other really nicely. And Douglas fir is going to be great for any of your holiday diffuser blends. 20% off of starter kits. I don't think it's all, I know it's not all of the starter kits. I need to actually look, but it's not like the Healthy Start Kit and anything smaller. It's usually the bigger kits, because I know the Healthy Habits is included. So Healthy Habits and up, I think. Does anybody else want to?
There's Cura, the Healthy Habits, the Natural Solutions, and the one with all the oils. Sorry,
Home Essentials.
Yeah, the Home Essentials. That's it, the 4 of them.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So it's the bigger kits.
Yes.
So this is an awesome time for people to get started. And if we're talking about strategy for holiday orders and for BOGOs this month, you want to make sure that you have new enrollments. And I'll talk to you a little bit about why, if you're not familiar with this yet. I stopped presenting. And the holiday stuff is launching today. So that is a big focus of what we're going to talk about today. So this is what's available now. I don't know if all of you have placed your orders yet, but I did see a lot of orders did go through today. This is the spread with the exception of this is available right now as a set, but you can't buy it separately. I didn't realize that until just this very moment. Any questions on the things that are available today? I will be getting updates as things become available or less available, shall I say, as the inventory goes down. I'll get updates in increments of 25%. So like when it hits 75% used, then they'll give me an update. So I'll be able to keep you in the loop on that.
Hey, Liz.
Yeah.
Does the belly of the koala light up?
I do not know the answer to that. Does anybody know the answer to that?
I kind of want it to, so I'm
I do
hoping
too. Let's see. This talks about calmer. An adorable and practical addition to any playroom, bedroom, and the perfect companion for your child when they study or play. It does not say here, but if somebody wants to pop onto the website,
it's not a big deal. No worries.
I bet you it lights up. I'm curious if it does like a rainbow thing.
It does light up in light, dim, high, or something like that. I read it at like 5:30 this morning, but I'll go back in and see. Because we bought it for my niece who's 5. So mom was like, how bright is this going to be to keep the child awake? But It did have like 3 light settings.
You know, they got really good about not even having like, you know how sometimes there's like a green light next to the on button? They got really good about not even having that on the diffusers because I think there were a lot of complaints about it because it would like keep people up at night. This stuff is available in December, and then where are you? Did I take it off? Oh no, the adaptive beard oil is still kind of, they're being mysterious about when that's going to be available. And then the gua sha, where is it? I guess I didn't get it on here. That one is also kind of up in the air. So stay tuned on that. All right, so I know that there's been kind of a lot of question around how do I use the holiday items to, yeah, what's up?
It plays 4 music and sound settings plus a silent mode. I did not read that this morning.
Oh,
Dim and bright, warm ambient light settings. Continuous 4-hour up to 8-hour intermittent mist. 5 volume levels. Now I'm super excited for the 5-year-old.
I want one.
A great gift. I love it.
I really
She
want one
turns
too.
5 next
You're getting
week,
one.
so
And you're getting one. And
I
you're
hope
getting
it
one.
comes in.
That's super cute.
Back to regular scheduled business.
To your regularly scheduled programming. Gosh, I wish I had a child in the house so I could have a cute diffuser like that. Someone give me your children. All right.
No
so
child necessary. Do it for yourself. The child
I don't
inside.
think I can do it. I wanted to talk to you guys about how to use the gift giving holiday season to your advantage for the business. So yes, there are the holiday items that are limited edition and there's a lot of hype around them. You want people to be buying them while supplies last. So it does help with volume, but what happens once those are no longer available? So I got a license to use OneDrop. I paid for the annual subscription, which was pricey. And I'm going to use it to our full advantage so that we have graphics. So I had mentioned in the chat to just make sure that you're watermarking anything that I share with you. Either leave mine on there or you can use the originals, which I'll keep updating in Trello. And the reason I'm like being kind of uptight about this is because I've been using doTERRA Social and I scheduled out posts in the oil community Facebook group until the end of January. So I've downloaded hundreds of images and they keep giving me warnings of like, you're downloading stuff way more than most people do. Are you sure that you're not breaching our agreement? Because you're not allowed to just download and store. You have to download and immediately use. And you're also not supposed to give other people, which I want to do this with you guys. I'm trying to figure out like if I'm actually in any danger or not. I'm not supposed to give my team my login information. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to download stuff and save it to a place where you guys can get it. Because if we're all using it, we run the risk of like multiple downloads of the same thing. And then it would be kind of like using up my recommended amount of downloads for the month. And I feel like I'm already under a microscope. So troublemaker. But that's what I did. I think it was Friday night. I was like, Tom, do you mind if I just do a little work here while we're watching whatever we were watching? I really wasn't watching. And I like blasted out the next 3 months of posts. And what's cool about it is if you do the content calendars, they come with text. So you can edit it to your liking, but it's like done for you posts. So I don't know. I think it'll be beneficial for us. And I want you guys to be able to use it to its fullest. But I also don't want to get my license taken away because it wasn't cheap and I want us to be able to use it. So I'm going to save everything I can for you so you can use it. Or like, if you don't really care, use it with my logo. I just don't want to stifle your creativity. And I don't want you to feel like I don't want you to use stuff that has my branding on it if you don't want to. And like, that doesn't hurt my feelings at all. because I kind of experienced this with Katrina's stuff. Like, I don't want her branding on my stuff. So I would expect that you guys would be exactly the same way. But if it's a nuisance for you, then use my branding. I also don't care. So whatever is easiest for you guys. Does that make sense? Yes. Yes, Martha?
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. You said we can use the graphics with your brand and with your name, your logo,
Mhm.
but we could also use the graphics without. So if we want to, I mean, I've just been downloading every time you post something, I just use your graphic with your logo.
Mhm.
But then you said that you don't want to, you don't want to get yourself in trouble with the license that you've taken from them if
Mhm.
we use the graphics and without your logo.
Right. So if you have to just have a logo, some type of watermark or branding on it, and it can be mine or it can be yours.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I'm going to share blank unbranded graphics with you in Trello, and I just don't want you to take that and put it on there. I don't know if anyone's policing this. I doubt there really is, but I mean, it'll track back to me. They'll figure it out. So just make sure you have something on there. It doesn't matter. And like I said, you're welcome to use mine, but I also don't want to force that on you. Like I'm making you use my branding. That's not what this is at all.
So it can be with our logo
Mhm.
and your logo, or just our logo.
If you want both logos, you can, but I don't see why you'd want to do that. Yeah, use your own.
So anything that you're posting these on Trello, and then we can just use them and then post them.
Yeah, but just it has to have a logo on it. So either yours or mine.
I got that.
Mhm.
So how are all these created in Canva?
No, I am not creating graphics anymore. It hurts my
Yeah.
hands, it hurts my brain, and it takes away from the business that we do, which is helping people. I don't get paid to be a graphic designer. So I purchased a license to use all this artwork in OneDrop, and I'll just show it to you really quickly.
So if someone wants to remove, they don't want, they want to, maybe this graphic wants to just be our logo. Where would I take that graphic to change that? I guess that's what I'm trying to figure that out.
Canva, your old friend Canva, Martha.
So I can take that graphic from the oil place or Trello,
yeah.
and bring it to Canva, and I'll be able to remove that.
Mm-hmm. No, you wouldn't be able
Okay.
to remove it.
Remove the logo, your logo.
You're not going to have to remove anything. The graphic.
Never mind.
Trello
You're right.
Okay.
Got you now.
Can I just say thank you for the permission to use yours? Because right now I'm out of like capacity to rebrand. So thank you.
Yes, I don't, but here's the thing.
I think eventually I'll get to that point.
Yeah.
But right now I'm just like, let me just like tell my people and share this. Hey, teacher, you want these things?
I don't care if you use my logo. Like, I have zero attachment to whether or not you use something with my logo on it. I am more concerned about any of you feeling like I'm making you use my logo. Like, you guys have your own branding. I love that about you, and I want you to use that. But if it's more convenient, go ahead and use mine. So this is what I have. You're going to see already in the Oil Life community group that I have. Basically, I'm using what is one of these content calendars, and I'm not sure why. Let's see, my content calendars are in here. Right now we're doing like systems of the body. So you're going to get education all month on different systems of the body. And then I think I did maybe energize your life with 30 healthy habits starting January 1st. So just to give you an example of what this looks like. Oops, that's not a good example. So day 9, here's suggested copy for the post. And then these are the downloadable graphics that you can use. So depending on what your like aesthetic is, this is what I'm using for that section. You can pick different ideas. So this is crowdsourced graphics. basically like freelance designers are given ideas for graphics and then they all submit. And I think they're probably paid based on downloads. And it's just like really great graphics that it takes a lot of pressure off of me to make it. So I'm really, really loving it. This is what it looks like. Everything's just right here. And you can browse through it, and they're a little bit better than the Canto graphics for sure.
If we post the same thing in our stories that other people post, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know like Connie uses this. I know Carrie uses this. And I mean, we're all friends. And I know I'm friends with Carr and I'm friends with Morgan and I'm friends with Martha. So if we all posted it in our stories, it's okay, right? That's what
Yeah, it's fine. You're not like,
okay, good.
You're not like really breaching anything. I mean, honestly, if I'm following the agreement to a T, like I'm the only one that's allowed to use these graphics. I put my logo on it. And then actually, I think I'm supposed to give you like a referral code so that you can do this yourself, which I think eventually you'll probably want to do for some of you. The value in this is huge. And you'll still be kind of at the mercy of the graphics that I've chosen and I've put onto Trello. There's so much more here than just what I'm sharing, but it would be too much work for me to give you everything. Like, again, that's why I'm getting away
And I
from
looked
that.
into purchasing this too. I did.
Yeah, I did the monthly and then I got in there and I'm like, damn, this thing's good. And I went all in. They got me.
Especially for the pre-advanced postings too.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm using doTERRA Social to do all of my posts. So I don't know if you guys are super familiar with it, but it's just right through doTERRA. And I'm using.
I was gonna ask, can we do that next week on my one-on-one?
Yeah. And actually we can just do like I'm sure
team
more of you are
or
probably
something.
interested. I'm scheduling out my my Instagram as well as my oil community. And then my Instagram's linked to my doTERRA site. Or I'm sorry, Instagram is linked to my personal Facebook page. And then the oil community is just the group. But yeah, it's blocked out in the oil community for like a quarter of the year.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
when you
Makes me
post,
overwhelmed.
Yeah, it was overwhelming, but I just powered through it. But anyway, what were you going to say, Martha?
so when you post on Facebook, I guess post on Instagram.
I don't want to get too into like the logistics of how I'm doing this because it's literally like a rabbit hole.
I don't want you to.
But yeah, so and you and I can work on this one-on-one. When I post to Instagram, those posts post on my personal page as well. Yes. Yep. And I can help you. I can help you with that sometime, for sure. It's an easy thing to do. So anyway, all that to say, what I'll be sharing in the group is a lot of these little like gift giving ideas. And this is something that you can push when we're running out of the limited edition holiday items. Don't freak out. There's so much good stuff. These are great ideas, but I also want you to be mindful of the fact that we have great giftable bundles already. This is awesome for like someone's husband who has no idea what to get his wife. Like, think about who you can reach out to or how you can communicate to the people who are in your downline or prospects and let them know that they can have their husband reach out to you because you know what they want. So you can kind of market yourself like that. These are great stocking stuffer ideas. Some of them have really beautiful packaging already, so that could be a direction to go in. And then don't forget, these are kind of new in the like last year and a half, where we have diffusers that come with essential oils. Sweet Dreams kit's pretty badass. They don't have a lot of volume with them though, right? It's like 20, 22. I don't know what this one is. So keep that in mind, but you know, people don't have diffusers. It's great that we can be a resource for that. OneDrop, we talked about it already. Any other questions on OneDrop? That's probably another thing that I could do like a whole hour with you guys on. But we definitely have it as a resource now. So you can ask me questions on the side. Okay, we've got this month, we have, of course, we've got like all the promos, all the new holiday products, but keep in mind that we have Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. These are the highest volume shopping days in the country, period. And that's no different for doTERRA. So those are some of our biggest volume days. And we can use some of those ideas of bundles and, you know, very giftable items to grow your business. And that's really what I want to talk to you about. So with BOGOs and with placing orders for holiday, there's two different ways you can go about it, right? Like we can empower people to place orders in their own accounts, teach them about LRP. This is the number one priority, right? This is how we have sustainable income. This is how we grow our business long-term. When we don't do this, we have very short-sighted goals. They're just for the month. And then the month is over and then we're starting back over at square one. So teaching people about their account, how to use it, the value of the loyalty rewards program. This is really where we want people to be placing all of their orders. But I don't want you to get discouraged with people who have decided not to get memberships. We all have them. Cheryl was just talking about, she taught a class of 4 people and 3 people enrolled. She's got 1 person she wished that had enrolled. That person, the door is still open. Like they are still a part of your business in some way. These are people that you want to keep a list of, and you want to keep in touch with these people because they might enroll someday, yes, and you can put them into that empowerment track at some point. But for the time being, they're still super valuable because they might just be ready to buy a gift for a loved one, right? They might just be ready to spend like 20 to 50 PV. So those are ordered. That's called collecting volume. So those people are really super valuable to you also. And you can use them to get bonuses and commissions. You can also use them to rank, but first I want to talk about using them for bonuses and commissions. So this is a gift that doTERRA gives us. All these abilities to have promotions and different products for people in November, they really set us up so that we can have a nice big fat paycheck for Christmas. And the way you do that is to, when you're collecting those orders, you're placing them in places where you get your 20%. So that is your fast start bonus. Or you're placing them in places that are going to help you earn your first level, second level, third level of power of 3. So this is what will set apart a frustrating BOGO and big promotion month and a really successful and rewarding one. So not everybody likes to get on board with this in the beginning, and it feels a little uncomfortable, but I guarantee you that this is going to make a big difference in your business. What you want to do is really pay attention to who do you have that's enrolled in the last 60 days, and then have them placed in places in your organization. So you know how we can move them with the sponsor change. You place them where they're going to either help you to get to the next level of power of 3. And then as you're collecting volume, you're going to place those orders in those accounts so that you have strategically placed volume to get you your $50, your $250, and your $1,500. And ideally, those people have been enrolled in the last 60 days, so you're also getting your 20%. Does this resonate with you guys? Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. So I just wanted to take a quick peek at what the different structures do look like, because this is a month where you can expect to double your volume. So right now I'm trying to think. So some goals for you guys. I think some of you are pushing for elite this month. I think that, you know, if you're hitting premier, in a non-BOGO month, wink, wink, that your goal for a big volume month like this, it can't be Premiere. It just can't. It cannot. I mean, it can, and we can have other goals, but I think it's worth looking at, like, okay, this is what I've achieved. What more can I do in a BOGO month when all the magic happens? Maybe it's getting your second level of Power of 3. Now that would be awesome. Or structuring for your third level of Power of 3. So something like that. Some of you are going to be shooting for Premiere. Some of you are going to be shooting for Elite. Does anybody want to share what they are feeling pulled to push for? Pulled to push for? You know what I mean. Does anybody have something on their heart that they'd like to put out into the universe in front of more than just me?
Morgan and I are going Elite this month. She
All
doesn't know
right.
that it's happening.
All right. Yeah, Morgan. Yeep. That's awesome. Anybody else have any thoughts on what they would like to accomplish this month? Yes, Martha.
My goal is to find my 3 strong legs for front
Mm-hmm.
and to rank Elite.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, so you've got, excuse me, you have your eye on finding those special business partners that you can put on your front line and helping them to pull in some volume so that you can go Elite. I love it. I love it. Notice I don't have any rank requirements in these 3 positions. So the overall requirement for Elite is 3,000. And then there's nothing going on here really, because this is something that's going to structure you for ranks down the line. So notice the first big rank over here is silver. And it looks exactly like this. It's got 3 positions here. It looks exactly like this. So when you're going for Premiere, this is the structure you always want to focus on, and it's mimicked here. So Power of 3, while it's a different type of bonus than a ranking bonus, it is setting you up for structure so that you can hit these ranks. So this is like the shape that I want you to keep in your mind. In the beginning, when you're director, when you're executive, when you're Elite, all the volume really just needs to come from one leg, but then also having 2 additional legs here, maybe ghost legs, or maybe people you forgot to move from your front line who are on LRP. These help you with that Power of 3. And then down the line, we figure out what to do. Do we put a new builder in one of these legs? Or do we put a new builder right on your front line? And then this is just extra volume. It's kind of not something you have to really worry about, but you do still want to you want to have this structure in mind, because it's going to, in the beginning, it's going to get you Power of 3. And then down the line, it's going to get you to silver and then gold and then platinum, because it's all the same structure. It's just a matter of increasing that volume in those individual legs. That was weird. Oh, it must be the end of my presentation. So I think that was probably a lot of information, but I want to just open it up to any questions or like ideas that are swimming around in your head right now. No ideas?
I think you said this earlier to me today, but the idea of the volume
Mhm.
is we find people who have accounts and just ask for favors. Is that how I understand that? So if I have a guy that wants a beard oil, instead of putting it under me, I should find somebody who's enrolled in the last 60 days and ask, hey, can I put this through your account? I need to get an extra one, that
Yeah.
type of deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So some of the wording that I've used in the past is, hey, I have all these orders to put in and I can only put so many on my account, which is true. We have restrictions. Would you mind if I place the order in your account? And then most people will say yes, especially if you've been maintaining a relationship with them. And then the next question you want to ask them is, if they're not an LRP, letting them know, hey, I'm going to put this in your account as an LRP order, and you're going to earn all the points. I want you to use them. It's a waste if I don't do it this way, because it'll be unused points that nobody ever gets to use. So I want you to have that as a gift for letting me use your account. And then we'll sit down and I'll show you how to use it, because I'll show you how to use your points, because now they're going to have an LRP that is either going to have to be managed or canceled. So at that point, now that they've earned points, they're starting to understand, and you can tell them you are welcome to cancel it, but just let me show you how to use those points first so they don't get wasted. And that's how you open up that conversation with people who have never done LRP, but they want free stuff, right? So they're gonna say yes, use my account. And then those people, if they are placed in an area where it's going to help support your volume. So like for somebody who's going Premier, ideally you'd want that account to be in your weakest leg. Maybe someplace where you don't already have a builder, so that you can place that volume there and work your way up to the volume needed for the rank, but also get paid on it. So you're getting that fast cash, and then you're going to hit your rank and you're going to get additional unilevel. And then also power of 3. So like there's a lot of opportunity here for sometimes with doTERRA in the beginning, it feels like you're working for minimum wage, right? Raise your hand if you've felt like that before. Okay. Like it's not a secret. It's how we build sustainable residual income. In the beginning, it's like you're pushing a boulder up a hill. That is the truth. So this is how we work smarter and get paid for it. I want that for you guys, especially at the holiday season. And for anybody who is like, experiencing any hardships currently going into the holiday season, like doTERRA knows we do this. This is their gift to us so that we have a big fat paycheck so that we can take care of ourselves and our family for the holidays. So,
And just a quick technical question on that. Are you able to use your own credit card and ship to that person?
that's a good
Or
question.
do you have to use the Visa card?
No, so you can use your own card.
Okay.
And Cheryl has experience with this. Sarah has experience with this. When you set up the LRP, it's you're going to be using your card. And then like, let's say, for example, if they already have an LRP set up, you're going to go in and set up a second LRP, place the order, come out of it, and then delete all your information.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
You've done that. You probably have done that in your mom's account.
Yeah, I've done that. I just wasn't sure with the credit card if that was going to trace it back to us.
It will. So there are like a maximum, what's called a buy-in. So essentially what you're doing is a buy-in. What makes it not a buy-in is that you have a paper trail of invoicing. So if you, there's like a certain amount that you can buy in for each different rank. So that information is actually in your rank tracker spreadsheet that each one of you have. There's a tab all the way to the left that says something about, I can't remember what it says, but it's a screenshot of, it's like a screenshot of a photo of a presentation. It's like some bootleg shit. It really is. But like the information's not out there. It's not like published. It's known, and doTERRA, like everyone at doTERRA knows the information, but they are not in the business of letting us know like what we can get away with. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So we have the information because they don't want us really buying in. So you have a certain amount that you can spend on the buy-in. Anything beyond that, And that means like anything outside of your account. You could put $1 million on your own account and that's not considered a buy-in. But if you have orders in other people's accounts on your credit card, they'll notice. They don't always notice. They do like random audits. I've been audited before, and all you do is you send them the proof of invoicing. And I do all my invoicing either through QuickBooks, or I used to do it through PayPal. And then you just have like printouts that you can show them, and then it's fine. Now, if you're doing it through Venmo, I think you could do screenshots. It'd be fine. You just have to have proof of that transaction. And if you need to invoice me to like have proof of a transaction for something, you can do that. Or maybe not.
Are they
I don't
tracing
know.
back to PayPal too, do you think?
What do you mean?
Like, because when I go in and order under somebody else's account, I use PayPal.
I don't know. I don't know, because
'Cause-
that's a newer
yeah.
feature. I'm really not sure.
Okay.
But I don't think you're in breach of anything. You haven't placed so many orders that like you're considered buying in. You just want to go in and take a look at those numbers because you're each at a different rank too. So it'll be a different number for each of you. So yeah, good questions. But yeah, I think that in the beginning, that was super, super awkward for me. Like I felt uncomfortable asking anybody to use their account, but it started to become so easy when I realized what they're gaining, because they're gaining those points. And if they're a little bit uncomfortable about it too, I'm actually, they're never uncomfortable about it. I've actually never had anybody say no, now that I think of it. It was all just kind of in my head in the beginning, and I would offer them an oil for it. And they'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. They didn't even care that I was giving them an oil. And they're also getting points. Like they're making out like bandits. So it's more about what they're going to gain from it, from learning about the value of LRP, because honestly, that's where it's at with this company. That's where you start to really get the savings. Yeah, we get 25% off of retail, but you're getting 55% off when you're utilizing your loyalty rewards. And you're really changing your lifestyle. If you're not using the loyalty rewards program, where are you getting your products? So that's the other thing too, is like, you just need to switch where you're making those purchases, because they're being purchased someplace. And it's, what's the quality of that product is the question. So you're really doing somebody a service by doing this. It's not all about you just making a commission. It's about them fully realizing the potential of doTERRA. So just don't forget that. I know it's nice to have money in your pockets for Christmas, and it might feel a little slimy if you have some blocks with money, which would need to be worked on too, especially if you're really wanting to build this business, because it is a business. So if you have money blocks, that's something that you want to push through. And this might be a good way to do it. So any thoughts?
Yeah, no, it all makes sense. And I think for me, I think it'll be helpful for like those gift ideas. Because right now I've got some people that are like, yeah, I don't want a membership, but I'll try something. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let me shift my mindset into the volume aspect, get them, like the one that I'm thinking of, he wants the beard oil. So let me charge him for the beard oil and get him the beard, because I've made him for 2 months now, I've made him a bootleg version. So if he wants the real deal, then if he has it like in the branded bottle,
Yeah.
then maybe I could get the enrollment.
Now it's a little bit different, right? And now too, you can just treat them like a sampling experience. Anybody in that situation, yeah, they didn't do the enrollment. That's okay. There's still everybody that you talk to has a pathway with doTERRA. Just because they haven't done the enrollment doesn't mean they're dead to you.
I gave my girl a roller ball. I told anybody that ordered, get a roller ball. I still gave her one.
Yeah, I mean, I would have felt bad too.
Yeah. And all I can think of is, I like your beard. That from that song.
Is it
Do
a
you know
country
that song?
song? I don't.
No, I think Kesha sings it.
Oh,
At the very end,
me.
she says, I like your beard.
I don't know that
Does
one.
anybody know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my God, I gotta find it and send it
Oh,
to
but you're
you.
making me laugh. You can say it
Yeah.
again. I'm gonna
I like your
record that.
beard. Yeah, somebody will know. I'm pretty sure it's